Hello, everyone. It is Carol from Lily Rose Blue. I am going to make a card today for a dear friend who also happens to be my son-in-law's mother. She is battling cancer, very sadly, and this is a card for her, and I dedicate this video to her as well. So she likes flowers. I don't think pink is probably her jam, but I thought she'd appreciate this color scheme and these flowers. So I'm going to go with that. I also found this stamp set that says sending well wishes your way. I thought that was appropriate. So we're going to do that. Here I'm going to cut my background. Let's see. Now I'm not remembering. I think it's 4.5. I could be wrong. Here's what I do. Here's an envelope. I look and see if I'm right. Doesn't look like I'm right. Okay, so we're going to cut off 1/4 of an inch off of there. I'll save that for use at another day and time. Yes, that looks good. Let me check and see if the length is correct. I've done this so much, you would think that I would know this, but sometimes it just doesn't work. I have a Teflon bone folder because it doesn't make as many marks on the paper as a traditional bone folder does. I still use other bone folders sometimes, but this is worth it. I think I probably spent about $10 on it, but to me it was worth it. So now we've got our base, and I'm going to then cut this to be just a bit narrower so that it fits on the card. And I do a lot of eyeballing. Measuring is a suggestion to me sometimes. And that's not always the best thing, but I'm just being honest with you guys. So then this should fit nicely on this. Right now, I don't like this color combo because the hues are different, right? But when we add the flower cardstock on top, I think it's going to look great. So I now use this Kokuyo dot liner. I used to use Tombow, and I have been paper crafting since the early 90s, and I used to use Tombow. I was very faithful, and then it just started to really not stick anymore. So I have switched to this. I feel in some ways like I lost a friend because, gosh darn, I used Tombow for so many years, but it just wasn't doing it for me anymore. Sad but true. Don't sue me for slander or libel Tombow. It is what it is. So then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to cut this just not totally shorter. Again, I am swagging it. I am a swagger when I scrap and craft. I use my thumbnail to mark my spot. Sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you have to feel for it. Okay. So there's this. I'm gonna attach that. Best to attach it right side up, right? I'm gonna put that here. Oops. Come back. We're gonna try that again. Oh, I don't know why I'm having trouble. So now I do like that color combination. It does work. It does work. Then I'm going to come across here. My friend that I'm making this for is a very no-nonsense kind of person. So I am purposefully not making this super frou-frou for her. And this is the first of many cards that I intend to send to her. So I've got time for frou-frou. And guess the one thing that I did not get. I did not get any ink. Hang on. Hang on. I have to go to the other part of my craft room here. All right. I have lots of different inks that I use. I use Stampin' Up. I use Close to My Heart. I use these Mementos. I use, oh, her name is escaping me. Catherine Polar? Yeah, there we go. Catherine Polar. I like her inks a lot. For her inks, I like the fact that the pad is raised up, and you can do more, I'm going to call mixed media and things. It's more versatile. We'll just go with that. It's more versatile. So I am just tapping this ink on this stamp. Let's see how straight I can get this. Yeah, it's not bad. I think it works. I have a some kind of fiber cloth here that I'm using, that I wipe off my stamp pad with. I'm going to take this and cut this a little bit. I'm going to give myself a little bit more room. And then I'm going to do a little bit of fussy cutting around it. I'm just going to make it up. I don't know what I would do without these Bumblebee scissors. I've had this particular pair for a very long time, and it'll be a sad day when I have to replace this. Okay, so then I'm going to come back. Here's my card. I think what I'm going to do is take a little strip of this paper and use it as a background to kind of make that saying pop. This is just, oops. Why am I wanting to put everything backwards today? I do not know. So I'm gonna cut this about there. So tell me in the comments, let me know, I can't feel my mark. Let me know what your favorite stamp ink is and why, as I would love to know. I mean, we can learn from each other. I think it's about right there. Also, what kind of cutter do you use? I have used Fiskars cutters for a very long time. I do find that after a while, the wire can get wonky, and this wire is wonky too. Right now, I am not finding a replacement for this, and I want it to be long because I use this for scrapbooking too, right? So the traditional 6-inch setup platform just doesn't work for me. So again, I'd be very interested in knowing what cutter you use, or cutters, because it takes a village, right? When you're paper crafting, sometimes, I mean, we need our tools. We absolutely need our tools. And they have to work for us, right? So what works for one person may not work for another. And I'm trying to use the rule of thirds here. So not quite in the middle, not at the top or the bottom. And hang on, I have to reach for my pop-up dots. That's not quite what these are. Now, story about these. You can get these in the car maintenance area at the Dollar Tree for, well, now $1.25. Super, super cheap compared to what else is out there. So, FYI, Dollar Tree, not in the craft, in the car or hardware section of your Dollar Tree. So I put 2 on there. I want this to pop up and I want it to be stable, especially, whoops, when you send a card in the mail. It can be going through a automatic canceling machine, which squishes the card. So I want it to be pretty stable. I mean, it might bend here, but if I just would have put 1 on here, it very well could have been kind of pushed down, and it wouldn't have looked like you would have wanted it to look. So this was a very simple design. I'll do more sophisticated designs at another time, but I thought I would just hop on and show you that I do make things from time to time. If you watched a previous video, you know that I've been getting some flack in a very constructive, positive, wonderful, fun way from friends and family to do more videos about making things, not just doing thrifting, right? So here is my card to my friend. I will send this to her. This will be the first of many cards that I will send to her. I hope she enjoys it. And I will write a sentiment on the inside to her. And thank you so much for watching. Send good thoughts and prayers to my friend, please. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.